Okay. Let us make like 3. And the blossom. It's like, let me get my chat up here. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah. Yes. Whoops, no sound. Probably a good idea to get that up. There we go. Alright. Welcome back to another thrilling installment of Mecha Mondays. I am your intrepid pilot, Fragath, and today we're doing more of Macross Ultimate Frontier. We're going to bang out the enemy route. It should not take especially long, since it's only like 5 more missions probably. Less than 10. Between 5 and 10 missions, and then we'll do some, then we'll do some extra missions. Don't know that we'll get through all of that because there's a lot, and I forgot to put in the passwords. Sugar. Unless I already did that, which I might have done. I'd have to look that up and find out. Fortunately, the passwords in this one are much easier to input than the ones for extra missions in, what's it called? Gundam Battle Universe. That's rather tricky. Does not tell me what they are. Whatever. I'm gonna real quick go to. Yeah, here we go. No. No. Here we go. Autosave password. Password. English full width. No. Yes. That's the wrong one, you dingus. There we go. S-P-A-T-A. That may be telling me that I already did it, which is good. I'm going to put in the other ones just to be on the safe side. Next one is T-U-S-R-J, T-U... Whoops. I'm going the wrong way. T-U-S-R-J... S-R-J... MSBWP, MSBWP, and LTEFE, LTEFE. Yeah, the ones in, okay, how do I get out of here? Yeah, I know that. How do I... Don't do this. Don't do this. have to figure out how to get out of this menu. So this is emulated. This is where the problems start. No, don't do that. See, I'm trying to tell it not to do any of those things, and it doesn't care. Alright, fine. Bear with me. This is embarrassing. There we go. And yeah, we're going to change our mechs so that we can actually crush this mission in between our thighs like a mighty watermelon crushing individual with powerful thigh muscles. We are not going to use any of these. We don't care. We've gotten the EX mission already. We are just going to go and pick something lethally dangerous and immensely potent, such as, I don't know, our boy. Even though it means we're going to have to remember to change our character later, we will just do that when the time comes. So basically what we're doing here is we're doing what we always do with the Fire Valkyrie YF-19 custom. Is we're going to yell at things. Please move, thank you. While shooting at them occasionally, just to make our point make our assertions heard. Hoping is I will be able to take out these guys before they can take me out. There we go. We're good. That was short-lived. This is the part I'm worried about, though. All you need to do is tag him once. Not like that. There we go. And now we just guard a lot. Easy. Alright, double S. That's kind of what I expected. Now is where things get a little more complicated, but at least we get to play as a giant godless abomination. A eldritch entity of the Proto-Devil. Unfortunately, this has the same restriction that a lot of the hero mechs do, which is you can only use them on A, certain missions, and B, you have to have a certain pilot as well, which is a tad frustrating. I'm going the wrong way. Yes. Is it going to let me get away with it, though? The answer is likely no. No, that's me. I know that. There we go. He's going to let me get away with it. So he's piloted. He's his own entity, technically. Glavel? Or is he Gravel? I don't remember which one is which, unfortunately. He's going to tell me things are wrong. That's fine. We'll just tell our partner to be something that I need to level up anyway, like that. And and, oh, I don't know, give it a good armored pack, and, oh, I don't know, an actual pilot that I use. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to go through the entire list. That's good. Which one? I think it's Jenkins, right? Yeah. Yeah. I just have to check to see. I don't remember what that does. I still don't have the Ranka Lee song yet, which is unfortunate. So the biggest disadvantage here is that I do not have a good pilot. He's okay. I mean, he's got high stats because he's relatively late in the series timeline, but it's not great. So I'm going to have to be used to that. Oh, I forgot to actually buff his stats. Hello. We're not going to even touch his health. I wish I remembered what any of these did. I know his melee is stupid strong, but I'd rather not be swinging aimlessly for hours at a time. That hits harder, but I'm a lot less likely to connect with it. That is multi-shot. That, I don't even... I assume it's just like a radial shockwave, so I guess we'll buff that. I don't know. This could suck. So they, there's these two, they're quote twins, unquote. They don't look anything alike, but... The cute one with the hairy face basically tells the big ugly one what to do. And we're fighting alongside Space Cthulhu, or Space Shoggoth thing. Shub-Niggurath, I don't know. Gepelditch, it's called. That's not gonna do anything. Baddies get the boot! My ally is about to die, so that's good. So I should have beefed up my melee, I guess. That's okay. Oh, and I can fly, too. I mean, I have wings. So I swear, they're there and I am punching them a lot. I'm losing health the entire time because they're just singing at me really aggressively, and I don't like it. I may have died. They sang me to death, which I suppose I should have expected. Disappointed at you. You know what? Me too. We can do better than that. We can absolutely do better than that. I'll give this one more try, and then I'll swap my stats around to buff my melee more, because that's obviously what's working here. Oh my gosh, get away from me. I gotta bop this thing. My ally hasn't been gotten yet, which is reassuring. See, I have like an energy shield on me too, so conventional munitions would not work on me at all. But unfortunately, they are not using conventional munitions. They're using the power of song, and the power of song does not care about your energy shields at all, as you can see. It's proving somewhat disruptive. My ally can go and just shoot that man to death if he decides to hit him. She, they. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Get Shrek'd. I have a big shooty beam too, bro. In fact, it is huge. Got him. I think we're good. We don't have to worry about fighting Max. Thank goodness. Even though he canonically shows up for that fight in a very impressive fashion. Mostly he's relevant right before, but he shows up for the fight. I'm gonna take the S. That's fine. That's perfectly acceptable. And that got us that yellow Quaidlin Rao from like an unaired episode, and it got us the big boy, Gepelnichi, or whatever his name is, and her civil. I think she is not a pilot though. She's a whatchamacallit, a support or wingman person thing. Wing. Proto-devil. Oh yeah, I should probably mention this does have color customization. So, you can customize your very own Eldritch Abomination from Beyond the Nameless Void. Doesn't that make you feel just special? Makes me feel special. I feel special already. It may not sound like it, but I do. Make his skin red. How about that? There we go. Suitably brightly colored. And, oh yeah, we could do absolutely the same thing with this monstrosity. They have, like, default colors that you can, that are there already. Default color changes. The original, I think, probably looks the best of the lot, but you have options. That's what I'm saying. Like this one. We're going to make this one bright red. I don't know what that's changing. No, that's changing those. We'll make those, I don't know, teal. Give it blue, other things. Where was the mission where that one was actually usable here? Here we go. This one here. I'm not going to concentrate on filling up EXs, I just want to show this thing off. It's very large. It's coming out of an aircraft hangar, but trust me, this thing is like many kilometers wide and tall and just in general. You tell him whatever your face is. So I've got big shooty beam. I've got not missiles that are tentacles, much like bottles or. I've also got something called black hole, which I presume does what it says on the tin. Oh, okay, so when I'm pressing triangle, which is ordinarily melee, I think it's shooting out tentacles. My turn speed kind of sucks. Well, maybe I don't have a melee attack. That's fine. I'm gonna get him with the business. Namely this black hole that I shot the wrong direction, and I think might be damaging me? I'm not sure. It'd be pretty inconvenient if that were the case. So I'm like practically the size of the game field, which is part of why I look like I'm moving so slowly. So that's very bad. I don't know where these people are. I'm just swinging my big old beam around. See, that looks like a very slow-moving energy beam. It's not. It is quite fast. But I am also moving quite fast. I appear to be traveling in the wrong direction. I'm gonna tell my ally to get some work in. I'm way too far away. I'm gonna keep telling my ally to do super attacks while I try and figure out what the hell I'm doing here. See, this one thing keeps going stealthed. That's not ideal. Oh. Because it's got an ace pilot, it just not only went invisible, but invulnerable as well, which is quite frustrating. There we go. I think we got them. Take that, you damn dirty apes. That's fine. That was a lot harder than it needed to be. Let's see what our next one is. I think our next one is, yeah, we're moving to where we play as the Vajra now. And it wants us to play as the small Vajra, which I don't think it'll let me have two of the same, but we're going to try it anyway. We can also change our color schemes a little. These unfortunately are pretty monochrome. The only one that has any real definition is the base model. The rest of them, less so. So I can have a variety of bright colors. Vivid blue, all the way through. No real definition. Or I could just go the other route, which is, say, absolutely pitch black Thingus. And that's what we're going to do for our partner. They're going to be... Actually, you know what? I might do the same thing. They'll be pitch black Thinguses that just make missiles appear out of thin ether. We do want that, because summoning goons to help us is not going to be bad. Basically, we operate like fighter jets. I do not know if it'll let me do it. It did. That's cool. The larger Vajra is a bit better. Mostly because it can actually properly fight. Oh yes, we are a shadow amongst the stars. I really can't see myself, that's cool. I do have flares though. Unfortunately, I also have inherited this thing's bad piloting stats, which is not great. In fact, it's downright detrimental. So we've got a variety of different things we can do. Why a life form evolved to have a built-in machine gun and laser cannon and missile launcher system is anyone's guess. All I can say is the Macross universe is a scary, scary place. I'm having to do this entirely by feel because I can't actually see my orientation worth it in. So, this was a mistake. So I'll stick some clones on them. See if that does anything. Probably not. Also, creatures that evolve to have a natural resistance to, or a potentially built-up resistance to literally anything thrown at them. Right up to and including actual space-time destroying weaponry, which is kind of a plot point. It winds up being the only thing that's effective against them, and even then it's like, well, eventually they're going to adapt, so we need to really come up with a way of dealing with these things, and that ultimately winds up being sing at them a lot. Which somehow has something to do with the big villain's plan all along, and I'm really not sure why, because I felt it was poorly explained at the time. It was like highly generic and incredibly poorly thought out simultaneously, which seems difficult, but trust me, they managed it. What was her name? Grace? I don't remember. She's a nutter. Was. I think she's super dead now. Which is what happens when you try to fuse yourself with an alien hive mind, and it basically is like, okay, that's fine, this is not alright though, and then somebody sings you to death. So we're having to do this the hard way, and it's going to be all fun and games right up until they're like, oh yeah, by the way, fight off like the SFS or SMS or whatever. Have fun with that, and I'll just be like, oh dear. And my super is quite effective because it's just spam for days. These are all like super weak mooks too. These are not particularly strong, so this is nothing. And we're taking forever to do it, so we're gonna have a pretty bad rating. I'm gonna just keep telling my ally to shoot at things. Or super things to death. I don't even know where they are. We're not exactly moving at the greatest of speed here. Hope you aren't sick of this song yet, because we're going to be hearing it a while yet. There we go. Progress. Now for the hard part. Oh wait, not yet. In the game Macross 30, Voices Across the Galaxy, or whatever it translates to, Giga na Tsunaku Utsage or something. They're on a planet. I don't remember the name of the planet. Ouroboros, I think. And it's afflicted by a full space disaster. And there are not Vajra that are around. Definitely Vajra, but definitely not. Definitely not. They totally are Vajra. I don't actually remember the plot of the game, mostly because it's all in Japanese. It is an actual plot. The game is, oh my gosh, I've mentioned this before, it is an open world-ish, RPG-ish game where you play as giant transforming fighter jets slash robots. So these are the thing that I don't know how to deal with because they are much stronger than I realistically am. So what I'm going to do is just keep spamming doing tap fire and hoping that eventually enough of these hit that it knocks off their armor. I am probably not going to beat this mission with this. It's not in the cards. Mostly because the pilot, quote-unquote, of this thing is trash. I'm just going to focus on one. We're not going to... And this guy gets a super off, I'm in deep trouble, because it will kill me. Yeah, with only 2 minutes left, we're going to fail by timeout, which is a disaster. These things are like 10 minutes long. What I may have to do is grind this thing up on weaker missions. If I wanted to get an EX clear on this, which I am not really concerned with. I'm doing it largely for demonstration purposes. And to show that the game is not exactly frig. Well, that ended it quickly. So there's that. What the hell were you doing? Yeah, you telling me so. Tell me. Don't tell me what I did wrong. I know what I did wrong. I didn't bring musicians. That's what I did wrong. Also, I couldn't see what I was doing the entire time, so we're gonna go back to actually being visible. Obviously that was a bad choice. I don't even know how it melees. I don't know how it has a melee stat. I truly don't know. No clue. None. Not at all. Its missiles suck. Its special missiles are actually not terribly underpowered, in truth. It's just, you know. I haven't done a match as Super Clan Clang. That's true. So, at the end of the series of Macross Frontier, Clan Clang, having just lost the guy who pilots this thing, Michelle, the blue sniper unit, which I realized was red there. She's normally a giant when she's piloting one of these, but when she's micronized to be, quote, normal human size, she's a tiny little dwarf midget. Haha, it's funny. But she basically somehow straps on like chunks of super/armored pack kit, as well as a machine gun onto herself from a Valkyrie. And she just, I don't know, with space duct tape. Don't ask me, I have no idea. And so she puts on a helmet. She's not wearing it now for some reason. And starts shooting up Vajra because it's a dramatic moment and she's upset that her hubby is dead. Her boyfriendo, her tiny little boyfriendo, is dead. So I guess we could do that because her weapons are pretty much in line with everything else. I don't truthfully know what that is. No idea. She has a voice line which does exactly nothing, as far as I know. So we're just gonna beef her health up a bit there, so that she doesn't die instantly. That'd be good, right? Her melee is probably better than average. Does not look substantially better though. I don't know what this is. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know how much it should matter. We are liable to get ourselves killed doing this, but we're doing it. I'm gonna put my partner in something more relevant, such as you, and we'll give this a try. Oh, and we can recolor her. Not her face or her skin, but we can change the detail on her outfit, sort of. This has the most detail, but we can... I don't know why her hair looks like it changes. Yeah, it's less vibrant. That's weird. Can I change her hair color? I think I could change her hair color. I didn't remember that. We're gonna change her hair color. We did that the long way. Hell yeah, we can change her hair color. She's going to be green-haired now, because we said so. Oh wait, no, she's going to be a spicy redhead. No, we're not making Asuka. Sorry, Langley. We don't roll that way here. This is an EVA free zone. Except for all the times that we do something that somehow seems to be a reference to EVA. Or NGE, Neon Genesis Evangelion. We don't roll that way. Yeah, why not? It doesn't change her armor any. Alright, and I need to change my partner's pilot, because otherwise they will be trishity trash. For statistical comparison purposes, where are you? They're actually not terrible, but they're not great either. But this is what we were trying to use before, and it was not great. This is what we're accustomed to. Those are big numbers. Those are tiny numbers. Big, tiny. Slightly less tiny. So, what on earth? Oh, that's the partner. We're fine. There we go. Okay. We should still be fine. This should go a bit more smoothly because we actually have combat power. We have less physical stats though. And that's disconcerting. But we'll be fine, probably. If we lose again, whatever. Oh, they do put her helmet on. Nice. That's really good, because she is in space, and you would hope that they would do this thing. Fortunately, I'm using Frontier-era technology, i.e. shooty guns. Yeah, this is better already, because I can actually move. Wow, that's cool. I just wish I knew what that did. It might be a... Wow, that might be a damage buff, actually. I can talk at people. I just wish Arctic would get back to making mecha games. Like, the last few things they've done were all Sword Art Online stuff, as far as I know. And that stuff's... Like, I played one of them, and it was like, oh, okay, this is vaguely familiar. And it was like, oh, because it's Macross 30, only less good. I think I've said that before. Oh, and for some reason I have, like, hover movement, too. That's cool. And fighter jet movement. That's also cool. So I have, like, over my impressive bust, as well as on my shoulders, I have missile launchers. I am filled with the strength of my forebears! Also, love for my husbando. I need to remember that I actually change modes for some reason. At complete odds with, like, the entire rest of the game, but that's okay. They were like, let's do it. You want the big giant, the hot giant chick, hot giant combat Amazon to be able to turn into a fighter jet. I'm like, okay. As well as have Gerwalk mode for some reason. Oh my gosh, you keep shooting me. I'm pretty sure her super is a just a basic bitch beatdown. Yeah, it is. She just smacks them up and maybe throws a gun at them. So you can actually get from point A to point B, which is nice, but on the other hand... Now for the hard part. Fortunately, if I can just get close, I'm gonna go beat up my boyfriend real quick. He shouldn't have said things about me, I guess. I have to actually get close to him though. That's the tricky bit. Okay. Fingers crossed. No, I'm not gonna get him. I got part of him, but now he's gonna do that, and I'm gonna die. We're gonna try it again. I'm gonna hope that my ally can... Yeah, they took him. They took out the trash. No, do that, thank you. Yeah, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't. I'd prefer it if you did. Blocking these is not working out for me. Get on. Yeah, like that. Now I think we have to fight Alto. No, we don't. That's fine. I don't want to fight Alto because we're getting like a B as it is. We got an A. So now we have to redo that and do it better. Pay no attention to the cute little space demon. Space succubus? Space succubus. For purposes of this, I'll just use this thing again, because it's good. Unfortunately, I have to change my pilot. Wherever you are. Yes, there. Yes, yes, yes. I did actually keep the mech, which is something. That's good. Do want that. I'm pretty sure that's the one. This should be comparatively smooth. I don't remember which of these missiles is which. I don't remember. I know what I need to upgrade. Okay, good. What is it after the armor, though? There we go. So I do want to upgrade those two down there. Got it. That should be fine. Now we have like big bang shooty bang bangs. Exceptionally big bang bang shooty boom booms. Among other things. What we don't want, though, is to actually get hit by things, because we want to keep our armor pack for as long as we can, if at all possible. This thing has, like, missile bays absolutely coating it. It has... I hesitate to say too many missiles. I'm not totally confident that such a state exists. But it has many. We're going to mostly do fighter jet things. We can transform, though. Yeah, this is the one. So what that's doing is it's shooting the big shooty beam gun. Ow, get off of me, you. That I inherited from Michel, who is dead. And maybe now isn't dead, I'm not right. I believe they retconned his death. For some reason. Decided that was a good idea. But I can't remember anything from the Frontier movies except for, like, the way the love triangle absolutely doesn't actually get resolved. Oh, I can guide this. I didn't know that. That's really cool. Now for the moderately tricky part. I'm going to tell my ally to get a super off, and then we'll attempt to do the same thing. The one, again, that we need to kill first and foremost is Michel, because he is the most likely to cause me some serious heartburn. Okay, we got him. We're fine. This guy is probably the least problematic, even though statistically he's got better stats. Which makes him a bit scary. But the super on this guy is particularly deadly. It's like the Cubile, only weak. From... I shut that off. Gundam Battle Universe. Please super that man. What is this for alert? Punch him! which is good. In fact, it went double S rank better. There is another one, though, where we definitely have to fight Alto, and that is not not exactly great. What else can I do here? Oh, I can give myself double tap. There we go. That's probably good enough. Other than getting like one extra shot so that I have 8 ammo. Yeah, 8 it would be. That's saying 15 because it's not showing me the converted stats for after the armor. It makes sense in context. It's probably fine. That's probably fine-ish. I could give myself more missiles though. Improve the tracking slightly. However, we are going to switch to... You know what? We will, actually. I'm going to switch to using the burly boy. The big boy, the large Vajra. We are not going to make it a pitch black beast out of the darkest depths of midnight, because we want to be able to see what we're doing. We are going to buff its stats, though. I don't know what that does. It's probably some sort of impedance thing. Big beam, missiles, and shooty gun. Not like terribly special here. Probably want to beef up the big beam because my super revolves around it. And typically, if you improve the stats on the super, on the weapon that the super is using, it improves the super as well. That should be good. Alright, I wanted to real quick. No. Yes. Yes, there we go. So we're actually going to try to use songs now. Because now we have one that's quite good. It isn't the be-all, end-all, but it will A, heal us, as most of the songs do, half the songs do. And B, it will provide us with making the enemies move a bit slow. We don't talk much, but we're a big burly buggy beast. Like space stag beetles or something. They look a lot less ass in the show. they look a lot better. But you get the general idea of what they're intended to look like from this. We also have like dual hand machine guns, which is cool. And a cool ropey taily thing when we're flying. And we actually are reasonably high performance, which is also good. It's not quite what I want. How did he get on the other side of that? I don't even know. Alright, so we've dealt with the really frightening problem. Got a big shooty beam, which missed there, I think. Tori Mochi. So yes, this is a sticky, goopy thing, and we missed. Burning through my available energy. After this, though, we are going to fight Alto, and I do need to be a little bit aware of that. Oh, shit. My ally's down. I'm going to revive my friendo. Oh, we're actually pretty fast. So part of the reason the Vajra are a threat is because they are, like, in universe terms, they're pretty high spec, and this game reflects that pretty well. So stuff like the non-spacey are kind of like, how the hell do we even deal with this problem? They just get completely blindsided. I'm gonna tell my ally to get blasted. Oh, that's Alto. Do I prefer... That's the wrong combo. Now I glitter with the power of 1,000 burning suns and idols. Get down here, you. I'm gonna lick you with my tongue. Oh, I'm dead. Slightly less dead than I could have been. I notice I'm not healing very quickly. I noticed that I just died. We're gonna try that again. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. It was just a temporary mishap. We've got this. We're giant space bugs that wind up getting brain controlled by music. It's weird. I really do need to get around to rewatching Frontier and see if I can parse together what the plot is intended to be. Because it has a bunch of like really weird, like filler-y interludes. There's a particularly big one that revolves around the plot of Macross Zero, which aired not too far away, which makes ties between certain characters and some of the cast of that, which is kind of ill-advised, I feel. But that's what I wanted. There we go. We're gonna go for Michelle. I think those were just out of range. What I don't want is for him to say, hey, guess who else has a big beam? Me. I'm not sure what hit me there. I'm guessing it was Alto. Alright, now for the hard part. Let me sing you the song of sort of my people, actually. He's going to do a super. I'm just going to block him. I'm going to tell my ally to get blasting and hope that we connect. We did. We are good. That should be an easy... Oh, shit. Problems. Clan Clang's back, and she's like, why did you bully my boyfriend? Don't you ever talk to me or my small boyfriend ever again. And I'm gonna have to show her the business. And the business is gonna involve me getting shot a lot, I think. Me punching these is really ill-advised. Okay, we're not dead yet. Alright, now for the hard part. She's way up there. Is this supposed to slow enemies down? I thought. Maybe I should have gone with the Cheryl song. I'm pretty sure the reason that Torimochi thing keeps missing is because it's using missile physics, and those are not terribly accurate. Please blast him. Her. It. They. Preferably a little better than that, but I can work with it. I just sat there and took that. That was smart. Okay, like with this, let's get close and inflict business. I don't think I'm hitting her. Well, she's dead. I think we won. That's gonna be, because I just allowed myself to get bodied, that's gonna be like a B, maybe an A. I will happily take the S rank and run with it. Oh, there's another enemy mission. Cool. Probably one where I have to defend a Vajra Queen or something. Oh, this is one where you can unlock the Galaxy Frontier? Yeah, it's the Galaxy, yeah. We are just going to use whatever we want here. This is probably going to be versus Macross stuff, so I'm going to bring my baby, my precious one, this thing. And yes, both of us will have it. I do have to change my pilot though. Well, my partner's pilot first at any rate, and then my pilot at this rate. There we go. Okay, we should be fine. Yeah, I'm not worried. This should be fine. Koenig Monster. It's a monster destroyer that turns into a space shuttle. We have to defend a thing. We have to blow up Michelle again. I did not want to transform into that. There we go. Alto's dead. I shouldn't have focused him first, but we did. Because this guy's the ace here, and I am in mortal peril. Okay, we're good. We do have to keep this from dying if we possibly can. Alright, I'm not quite sure who we're going to fight here. Probably the Macross Quarter. No? Just these guys. I'm not certain who I want to kill first. Probably going to go after the Koenig Monster, because it is also a danger. I think we're good. I'm gonna go for this guy next. I'm gonna tell my... No. Yes, there we go. Tell my ally to... Jeez Louise, okay. Dude, wouldn't you? Okay, fine. I'm gonna sing your sister music at you, dude. He's got a weird sister complex. Even though she's not actually his sister, as I recall. So it makes it kind of even creepier. Oh, I don't know who he killed there exactly, but... There we go. I knew we were going to fight the thing eventually. Don't let its size fool you. It is very burly, or very fast rather, and it is killing my defensive objects. It's dead. We probably have to worry about... No, we don't have to worry about the other Macross. The Frontier, Battle Frontier. Battle Frontier is the concern, because that thing's even bigger. I will happily take the double S rank. It should give us the Galaxy 7 after this. Or the, not the Galaxy 7, the Battle Galaxy. There we go. No? Maybe after the next one. Where I probably will have to fight the Frontier. Do I have the VF-27? I don't think I do. I do not appear to have the VF-27 available. This is unfortunate. Oh, don't do that. Don't just keep me as the pilot I want to be. What's going on? Oh, because I was in operator. No? I was in support. There we go. There we go. And now we have to fight off the VF-27. I guess we're going to get, like, all three of those right at the end. That's fine. Some of them I know are reserved for extra missions, and those are a bear. Most of the extra missions are non-trivial. Particularly later in the game, because they're like, oh yeah, just fight every Macross class vessel in the entire series, in the entire franchise, have at it. And I'm just like, oh boy. Oh, it's doable. It's doable, but man, you gotta be prepped. You gotta be prepped. You know what? I don't want to fight either of these if I can help it, but we're gonna blast the Barrera, the VF-27 first. Ah, yes. Okay, that's very good. Come at me. Just sit there for it, dude. The biggest disadvantage the quarter has is that it has these ridiculously long animations, and it just gets torn apart, and it's not as durable as the other. Ow. Macross class vessels. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, that's gonna hurt. I tried to tell it to use its super, but it did not. Those are actually hitting it. Better... Oh, don't shoot at me. Ow. Oh! Better run. So that could have gone better. Oh, there's more. I'm gonna revive my friend. Oh, because she's the enemy of everybody. Her name might not be Grace. I don't remember what it is. It occurs to me that I don't especially care either. I don't want to be locked onto that. I don't want to be locked onto that. I don't want to be locked onto that. I want to be locked onto the thing that says its name. Which is like in the middle of its back. There we go. So it's shooting a big death ray. I just went invulnerable. My ally did not. Which is less good. There we go. Something about dreams, I don't know. She's a goof. Yeah, she just like wants to be part of a... She wants to control a galaxy-spanning hive mind. It's no big deal. Don't ask me why. She's just a goof. She's a kook. That was an A rank. I guess I'm not surprised. No, I got the basic bitch VF-27. It's not the good one. The rare Stern version just kicks all kinds of ass. It's very well equipped. I'm gonna beef up some of my weapons here. I don't really have any to beef up. I pretty much have them beefed. There's not a whole hell of a lot I can do on that score. Other than, you know, just... Hold up. Oh, snap. Do I finally have the... No, the restriction isn't lifted. No, it's not lifted. Thought for a sec that it was. That would have been crazy. But you have to, I'm pretty sure, get through all the extra missions to do that. It is a bit of a process. It is quite a process, actually. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna try that again. I think we can do better. Mostly I need to keep my ally alive. We did the first part much better than I thought we would. Worst comes to worst, I can always go the singer route, which will work. Alright, he didn't get off his ult, we're fine. Please don't swing at me. Don't want this. Don't want this. Shoot at me. I dare you. Ah, foreign. We're fine. I'm gonna get my music playing there. Yeah, I want to be targeting that. I want to be targeting that. Please use your super. Please use your super. It is punching me to death. Oh god. Fucked up. I wanted to pop my super to do that, but I forgot that I was in the ally control menu, so it didn't happen. I like how that should have hit me, but didn't. I get blasted. Keep telling my ally to slap it up. We're fine. That hopefully is enough to get me an S. It is more than enough to get me an S. We are Gucci. I'm sort of surprised that didn't give me Brera. Is there another mission after that? No. I guess he's from extra missions. I could have sworn he was from something else. Or I could have sworn you got him from, like, actually doing other things, but I guess not. I'm gonna make a... I didn't do all the tutorials because most of them are pointless. I'm gonna just do a quick spot check real quick. Make sure I've got an S or a double S on everything here. I'm gonna check the shop as well. Yeah. And I'm getting a phone call. Give me a sec. All right. So now I guess we just start chipping away at... Why is it still putting me in this woman? Please, 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 no. There we go. Now we get to start chipping away at the extra missions. So these come in a couple different flavors. The first, like, third to half to two-thirds is actually stuff from Macross 2 and the VFX Macross games. So Macross 2 is a fairly short anime series. I think it's just a series of OVAs, which was originally a sequel to the original Macross, except it's now rendered sort of non-canon. Because it was, and now kind of is still not canon. There's like a developmental studio reason for why that is, and I don't remember all the particulars there. Suffice it to say, they exist. We're going to be doing that. It does have a very cool Valk that we do want, mostly for its super pack. And the other thing we'll be doing, the VFX missions, is going to be there were a series of Macross games on the PS1. I don't think any of them made it to the PS2, but I don't remember now. Which are where a lot of these cooler side designs that the series has kind of lurking in the background actually came into the fore and were playable, and now are subsequently playable here, which is cool. We're not doing ultimate mode versions of any of these because we don't have enough despair. We don't hate ourselves quite that much yet. We do have both of those. Neither of those are relevant to us. This is what's relevant to us. That one's not very good. That one is because this provides like an all-around stat boost and is quite good. This one is supposed to slow enemies down and did not appear to be doing its job. So we'll see about that. The really nice thing, though, about the auto skill I have here, which is, I forget what it's called, like budget balancer, SP calculator or something, it reduces all your SP expenditure costs, which are any time that I hold L1 and then perform an attack, or my super, or indeed songs. It works on all of that. If it spends SP, it works, and it reduces how much it costs. And we've got really high native SP, like I do, at whatever amount it is, 99, plus a modifier for my my support pilot, and how well my relationship is with them. It's pretty, like, I'm getting SP very, very, very quickly. And I'm able to basically spam stuff, which is good. We like that. Here we're going to be doing some Macross 2 things. Right now, I guess I'll just, like, chip away at leveling up useful stuff like this, or this, or this, or maybe even that. And then anytime that I have an excuse to use, like, a Macross class vessel, I should probably take it. Even though some of them I can't, like the Battle 7 I can't, because I'll have to use Max for that, which isn't a bad thing per se, but I kind of don't want to with Max. Where are you? So, the Macross vessel, or do I have the quarter? I don't think I have the quarter, and if I had the quarter, I would still have to use... What's his face? Oh, that's right, these don't work in Atmo. I knew that. I knew that. I get that giant space monster, don't I? That must be from an extra mission. Okay, got it. Those only work in Atmo, they don't work in Spies. We could also, actually, yeah, let's fiddle with the VF-27. Let's change its paint scheme a little, because the default is boring. This is not the good VF-27, sadly. It is a VF-27 and therefore good. It's not the good one. The good one is the Brera Custom, and it is superb. Arguably the best unit in the game. So the VF-27s, there's not a unified front for who's building what, where, and when. There are different organizations have different priorities. Oh, that's right, we have Macross 2 soundtrack stuff. I do recommend it was on, what's it called? Netflix for a while, Macross 2. It's not anymore, I'm pretty sure, but it was for a while, which I think is rad. I forget what US company has the rights to that one, or had them at any rate at the time. I don't think it was US Manga Corps. Might have been ADV. It was probably ADV. I think ADV Films are the ones who had the rights to Macross Plus. Whether that's true anymore is anybody's guess. I don't actually know. I do know that Harmony Gold keeps getting in the way. Someday I'll have a discussion on the Harmony Gold situation and why that's even worthy of note at all. But that is not for today. I would have to actually take time to be an organized person and organize one of these streams and be organized about it. We all know that's... So, plot-wise, plot of Macross 2 is these aliens called the Gigamesh, or no, the Marduk. The Marduk show up, and they're attacking Earth, because that's what aliens do, as they attack Earth. Oh, I forgot this had a big death ray. I did not remember that. So this one is not as trash as I remembered. That's good. It does not, unfortunately, have a super pack. This is a downside, but it is also pretty high spec. So for some concept of the technical background of how technology in Macross works, the tech tree. it's kind of convoluted because you have after the Zentradi, so before the Zentradi, it's like most of what we know from that is background lore, and then whatever is Zero decided to retcon, or decided not to retcon, as the case may be. And a lot of that, it's kind of like we were basically in the middle of a bunch of wars, both cold and hot. We're basically beating on each other, being complete dinks. I did not want to get hit by that. He just does not care about that, does he? But then the Macross, or what gets turned into the Macross, winds up crash landing on the planet. Wreaks untold havoc to both the environment and just in general. Because it lands like a giant meteor and causes a lot of damage. And we realize shortly that it's, holy shit, that's an alien spaceship. That's kind of a big deal. And so we start raiding the thing and pillaging it. Wow, those things hurt me a lot, so that's going to be a pretty poor rating. And I do want to be getting S ranks here because I want the okay, VF2 SS. We do want that. It's actually pretty reasonably high spec. So the alien ship crashes. It's I think a Meltrandi like fast attack vehicle of some kind, or fast attack picket ship. I don't remember now its exact designation, but in any case, we basically rebuild it and reconstruct it. Meanwhile, once we get this thing active and up and running, it's got like a alert beacon on the thing that's been broadcasting for however long. So the Zentradi are like, well, that's not okay. Can't friggin' have that. So they come to reclaim it, because the Meltrandi and the Zentradi are kind of like the same thing, but really not. But kind of are. It's complicated. That's right. I want my partner to be that as well. And we will change our color scheme a bit to be a little bit less bland. Something a bit spicier. You know what that means? Bright goddamn colors. I hope you didn't like your eyeballs. I hope you hate your eyeballs. Because here we go. I want that to be a bit more orange, I think. Yeah, let's make that an orangey red. Leave that as a blue. We'll make you what? What is that? What is that tied to? Is that the visor color? Actually, I want this to be like a green. Because I have that red thing on my head. Yeah, it's visor color. We'll make that like a bright pink. Yeah. Sear the retinas. We'll try that again. But we learn a lot from this crashed alien vessel. Look at that. It is so slick. Such an 80s design. Early 90s? It was Macross too. It must have been the 80s. And then we have the Zentradi War. Oh, I forgot that it had dual shooters. I don't remember that at all. I need to improve its radar stat, because it is not locking onto things. But in the wake of that, which ultimately culminates in the Earth getting the full brunt of the Zentradi battle force under Bodol Zur, the big bad with all the tentacles, if you remember that one episode that we did with him involved. Pretty much, Earth is a almost utterly glassed wasteland. It's pretty much unlivable. Human civilization as we know it is pretty much kaput. Earth is largely irradiated. So largely, we decide, wouldn't it be largely great to largely go to largely space? Because we can't really keep living here all that well. And so we build some fleets to do that, because we now have space technology. And the Zentradi are helping us at this point. They're remnants. Under Britai, Borlet Y, or however the freak you pronounce that. Oh, is it a melee combo, really? It would be, wouldn't it? Oh, it has, like, actual relevant stuff afterwards. That's cool. Ow, 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 ow. Please punch him a lot. So that leads to Macross, Macross Plus is in there, and that's kind of like, we're rebuilding civilization on Earth a bit because we have the technology and we've been able to actually do that. There they go. And so, you know, massive technological advances, but you've got a bunch of different companies building these things. Valkyries and whatnot. Ultimately, as you get into, like, Macross 7 territory, you've got enough different colonization fleets flying around out there that you really, like, they have their own weapons development teams going. So with stuff like the Proto-Devil, the people that the Proto-Devil get a hold of and possessing, that's like a whole nother fleet's tech. And I mean, they stole it, but not the fleet that built it, but the Proto-Devil, the ones who suck. So Macross 7's complicated. So I do want to shoot and kill as many of these things as I can. Please transform, thank you. Where is it? There it is. Stop targeting that. This is not going well. There we go. Let's see if this guy remembers this. So Macross 2 kind of fits in its own little timeline where another alien race has decided, let's invade Earth. But this time they use the power of song to inflict despair on us, because they're a different race. The Marduk. Ow, I'm about to die. That's not great. Please blast that guy. He's doing something to break my target lock, and I wish he'd stop. There we go. Please sing, thank you. That's going to be pretty poorly rated, so I'm going to have to... I'm going to resort to super duper great game breaking. I'm just going to use Nekubazara. Hell with this. Heck with it. I'll leave my ally in that thing so that they can gain more stats, I guess. I do ultimately want to level that thing up at this point. There we go. Burly. A burly bow. Well, burly mech anyway. Yes, we're good. And we're gonna be cheap, cheesy, and crass. That's what we're gonna be. We're sick and tired of the games they're playing. We're gonna go and hit them with the business, ain't we, boys? Yeah, boys, we're gonna hit them with the business. Exactly. That's right, boys. That's how we do. We hit them with the business. Forgot that I was wearing the armor. That's gonna actually change how this plays out a little. As far as I know, Macross 2 is not canon to the Macross universe anymore. I'm not really sure if it fits in even like Do You Remember Love as like a dramatization of events. This will, by the way, I think unlock some enemy missions as well. So we'll have those to look forward to. The ones where you play, I don't think you can play as the battle pods here, but the Gigamesh, there are 2 Gigamesh variants we'll be able to play as, and both of them kind of blow, unfortunately. Wow, he hit me, but he didn't do a hell of a lot with it. That's good. Made a huge mistake. I can end this pretty quickly if I just use my super, but I'm not going to quite go that far yet. Let's do it. Yeah, keep doing that, dude. It'll go great for you. Okay, we're fine. I'll take it. I'll take the S rank. Unless they stick these under extra. Oh, okay, good. We got the super pack. We're Gucci. I can switch back. I can switch back. That is a good feeling. All the way over here to after the Vatra stuff. I do not have these terribly well organized, I regret to say. Super armed pack. It does the usual, boosts most of your stats and then reduces things that are typically regarded as kind of good, like turning. And whatever the other one is, I don't remember. What stats it reduces? I think I beefed the wrong ones. Beefed the wrong ones. There we go. Let me just make sure I have it on my partner. I'm going to revert my partner to the default paint scheme because it does actually look fairly slick. Player, I need to make sure that I change my pilot. There we go. We're good. I do not have any Gigamesh available at this time. I will get it. I guess they do. It's been so long since I played the extra missions. And did the actual unlocking for this game. It has been a substantially long time. So my memories are not on point, I'm afraid. Ishtar, I think, is the name of the female Marduk creature, alien person, that decides to be somewhat receptive to our entreaties to please stop blowing the absolute tits off of us. We would appreciate it if we didn't die, thanks. I forgot to equip the stupid super pack, so we're gonna bail from this mission. I did it on one, but I didn't do it on the other, because I'm a genius. There we go. Much better. Let's go! Much better. This is a Valkyrie. It is a lot of missiles. But yeah, Macross 2 is pretty enjoyable. I know some people who slag it pretty relentlessly, and it, you know, it's not totally unwarranted. The English dub is particularly amusing, and not in a good way. Like, it's pretty bad. Also has a big-ass railgun, which is cool. It just functions like a laser. You know, railguns. Railguns are neat. You don't get mountains of those in Macross. Usually, if you're doing beams, they're either like space-time distorters or lasers. Like actual lasers with... I can't even begin to explain to you how high output they are, but they're pretty big. Like, we also have our funnels, which are quite good. Squires, they're called, in the context of Macross 2. Tell my ally to do some supers, because it gets a nice big death ray. I think it gets a nice big death ray. No, it's just a lot of shooting. Oh, and a big nice death ray. That's good too. I'm not sure tab fire-wise what it does. It looks like it's only 2. Some of the fancy Macross Frontier era armored packs do like 4 missiles at a whack, which is just bonkers. If you tap fire, which lets you get away with a lot of damage for very little gain, or very little risk. And extreme ammo efficiency, because each shot of 4 is like still doing just 1 ammo. Turn speed is bad, but them's the breaks. going to tell my ally to keep doing supers wherever applicable. Please do a super? Thanks. Thank you. The enemy decided to do one too. That's fine. Oh. I think we have to fight. Yeah, the red one. Yep. They look really good. Extremely slick 80s, you know, villain designs. They're clearly superior. There, that's enough. Beat his ass. Again. Thank you. I'll get to thwacking him too. Okay, that could have gone better, but wasn't actually as bad as it could have been. Yeah, I was afraid of that. There are ways around this, if all else fails. We got the blue Gigamesh, that's nice. It's not very good. I don't remember if we can equip, if we can still pilot that. Yeah, we can. We don't have to change pilots. It is not great, unfortunately, but... Them's the brakes. Them's the brakes. There we go. Yeah, so that makes up for the stat loss anyway. So we'll be able to turn pretty well. I am going to go the... There are a lot of enemies, though, so I'm tempted to do something a little more actively hostile. There are not a ton... Oh, this is an Atmos, so I can actually get away with other things. There are not, unfortunately, a ton of massive wide area effect weapons that don't involve being a Macross class vessel. So there is that. So a lot of it boils down to, are you still able to scoot and shoot? And scoot and shoot is like the primary form of communication in Macross, as well as singing people to death. So right now that's kind of what we're lacking, is the scoot and shoot factor. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go with the ever trusty, completely abused Mecha, because it works, that's why. So we're just basically gonna hit him with the business, the noise business. To show him why my record label is worth a damn. Unfortunately, there's, as far as I know, no way to transform with this thing equipped, so I'm kind of stuck as is. flashes are what I'm worried about, because they are quite powerful. The battle pods are pointless, they're just chaff. They exist basically to waste my time. These new Jettlgers... No, Jettlgers, however it's pronounced, are quite burly as well for some reason. I don't know if he was blocking me before or what, but I learned. Yes. This. So now everything around me just died horribly. Well, got sung to death. Well, death is relative. Yeah. Shoot me, boy. Come at me. That really hurts. Okay. I didn't want to do that. Didn't want to do that either. This is not going quite as well as I'd like. I do want to hold on to this. I do not want to lose the armor if I can. Get one single sound pod bullet in you, please. Just one. That's all I care about. That's all I care about. There we go. I missed. I'm upset. Okay. Do it again. Come at me. Go home. I'm gonna save my ult juice, ASP, for the actual boss. I'm going to try and just like straight up end. And I think we ought to be able to do that. Mostly because I have a giant sound bazooka. And, you could consider it cheating, but I don't. Yo! Ixnay on the Eatings Bay. Thank you. I do have to stay a little close, but jeez Louise. So that went very poorly. We're gonna try that again. That did not go in a desirable fashion. So we're gonna fix that. I'm actually gonna... Yes, I can. I finally can do that. That's very good. Okay, so I can remove stats. Well, I don't need any of that. I'm gonna put the stats back in Song 1 just on the off chance that something uses that. I'm gonna pull stuff off that because I don't need melee. What I would like, though, is to beef these up a smidge. I forget which is tracking versus... Well, I'll find out, versus actual speed. So we're going to try that again. Actually, when I'm in Song 2 and I use my alt, I'll see if it switches to Song 1. If it switches to Song 1, then I need to switch my stats over to Song 1, because that means my ult is probably using the damage from that. sure this is stuff that I already tried. My bid to optimize my song damage. Nice. So we can't have that because that is going to count hugely against us. I should have just hit him with the ult. I should have. I need to be telling my ally to do those as well, because it's not doing me any good if they're not. Okay, where's that officer? That hurt. Alright, hard part. Shit. Glad I told my ally to do it all. Super, whatever. Okay, it did not change it from song 2, which is good. At the same time, they do not appear to be taking dramatic damage from the power of song, which is bad. Okay. Well, we got our S rank, that's all we care about. We did not get the red one, though, which is less good. We're going to switch back to the Macross, or the VF2 SS. Don't read too much into that name. I need to change my pilot. Yes, it's the same song and dance literally every single time. No, I'm not too fond. I have to do it every time. But archaic game design is shockingly archaic. I know, right? Nuts. You'd never expect that. Really? I After all that, I still only have 1,000 points. Come on now. Come on now. Sugar. I'm gonna beef up accuracy, I guess. That's a mouthful. Sing all along. I don't see my squires shooting at anything, so that's good. I'm just tap firing to get as many missiles out as I can. That is not a guidable beam, sadly. Alright, one baddie officer down. I think this is another one of those missions that you have to dodge death rays, like Do You Remember Love and the climax of Macross. Don't ask why these things are using Zentradi ships either. I could not tell you the reason. I genuinely don't know. Wow, this kind of took it. Oh my goodness. So it's able to, I guess, break my target lock in some way that is driving me halfway crazy. I think we might have killed it. No, it's back there somewhere. And because of the really dodgy targeting schema that this game has, because the PSP has no buttons. Ah, did that kill it? Yes. Here we go. So we need to get out of that area, because it's bad. And they're gonna blow up their own stuff. That's bad. Please. Please target the thing that's over here. Thank you. Jeez, please. So as you can guess, this is... mission's about to end because I couldn't kill everything fast enough. I have ways around this. The problem is that I can't use the stuff that's you're intended to use. Extra missions are non-trivial to begin with, though, so it's not totally unexpected. And I have no skills anyway. So we're just going to do this again, but with stuff that's better, basically. And that's not so hard. We have ways and means of dealing with these problems. Mostly they involve being kind of crude, crass, and frankly aggressive. Music hasn't been working especially well, but they've also got like jacked through the roof health pools, so we're just gonna punch them really hard, I guess. I remember this being kind of a big wall in casual play back in back when I was doing it on my own. Oh, that's right, I'm not going to be able to transform with this. Oh, I can go into Gerwalk, though. We're fine. A little more smoothly. I meant to summon my ally to do that too. I did not. That's okay, we got it. I'm hoping some of those connect, and they are, which is nice. some of those connect. It looks like they won't. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, we want very much to get out of that area. Hoping my ally does too. I am not confident that they will. They may have just done it, so I think we're okay. Yeah, we're good. Ideally, we want to kill those before that giant death ray shows up, because that enhances our score. To that end, I'm going to have my ally start blasting. To kill those efficiently in time, you have to be right on top of them, and that's not easy. Like that. We did pretty okay that time around. And so they turn around and are like, let's shoot that guy. Let's shoot that painting in the background. So that went reasonably well. I'll take the S. S ranks are good. That should give us the red Gigamesh. It did. Gave us her. She does a thing. Is the alien race called the Marduk, or is she called... No, she's Ishtar, I think. Or is it the Ishtar Empire? I don't remember now. It's been a while. I don't even remember what the rest of these missions are. For extra mode, half of them are just like, oh, what ludicrous situation can we think up now? And how do we punish the player who wants to play it and not suffer? The answer is by existing. I'm not going to downgrade that. Because if I lose the armor, then I'm forced to do melee attacks, and I really don't want to be put in that particular position. It's not great. It's not great. I don't like it. Yeah, beef up that, beef up that, beef up you. Yeah, that's good enough for now. It wants us to use one of the pirate mechs, and the answer to that is no. Half of these we should be able to shoot through the wall. If we use our supers very, very liberally. Oh, this is, I think, where the VFX stuff starts. And it just wants us to get to a place where we're going to kill everything instead. That's the recipe to success. But yeah, extra mode missions are... Wow, not a joke. Can I just, like, straight up restart? No, I do not want first-person view. Fine, we'll do first-person view. We don't want it, though. Because then I can't see what orientation I am. That's why you don't do first-person mode. Is because you don't know how you're oriented. And that does matter for how your weapons deploy. So we're just going to take that again from the top. So as always, the key to success and high-ranked missions is make it all die. Oh, it wants you to go to X or Y location for Z or Q objective. Well, guess what? Just kill it all. 9 times out of 10, that is absolutely all you need to do. Of interest. Did that go through a wall? It did not. That's sad, but not unexpected. Please target them. So the VFX stuff, you basically, in the VFX games on the PS1, again, I don't think PS2, you're playing test pilots, test pilot squadron, and it's pretty cool. Definitely up until Macross Ace and then Ultimate Frontier, they were the bar for Macross titles, other than maybe Robotech Battlecry, which I will maintain is quite good at doing what it does for having playable Macross stuff. It's seriously, it's oh shit, worth checking out. Please do something. Please do something. Oh my god. That was... Oh my god. Okay, fine. Fine, fine. I don't want to have to restart this entire stupid mission. But I'm already, like, getting absolutely no-sold. So I'm going to, we're going to take that from the top. And if that means I have to be a bit cheeky, then we'll be a bit cheeky. The AI doesn't know how to... The biggest problem is the AI just doesn't know how to navigate half the game's terrain. And it won't. It does not. It just won't know. So we will do it the hard way. Fine. It's fine. It's fine. We'll just do it alone, and we'll do it with the power of song. Even though that is growing increasingly impractical. By simple expedient of, Wow, they've already shellacked my armor, so that's bad. Please boost forward. Thank you. Alright, so now for the hard part, which is surviving this other one. Actually, I'm going to dump my ammo so I have a full clip when they show up. Accuracy stat be gosh darned. Try and get a couple of those in them, and then we just block a lot. I'm fine. We purged our armor. It's okay. Don't think that'll count. Oh, it's one of these. Crap. Then I wanted the armor pretty badly. I... This is a problem. They're also where stuff like the catalogued monster came from first. Other than like side novel material or side material like okay, I actually got out of the way of that, which is good. Alright. That could have gone better. I'm hoping that it doesn't count against me too badly. We're fine. I will not, for purposes of this stream, be striving for double S ranks. Single S ranks are, as far as I'm concerned, all but mandatory, but if worst comes to worst, I'll do them in the background. The VFX games, like, tech timeline-wise, go up to, like, plus, just immediately after Macross Plus. I don't think they really touch on 7 stuff. Though there's a lot of tech overlap between 7 and Plus. So, it's not that nutty. I'm gonna stay with our boy, Neki Bazarev, because he's strong. You wind up having, like, basically they recreate the events of Macross Plus in the later VFX games. You also see stuff like the VF4 and a few other more odd designs. But they have, like, actual plots in those games. There's, like, a lot of the command and control characters that you have here in this game are from the VFX games, to some limited extent, at least. Having not played them in English, I should really check to see if they've got like an English translation of Fan Patch or something. Because that would be pretty rad. I'd be very interested in doing that and actually playing them and knowing what was going on, because I needed a guide the entire time. Most of the time it was just fly around and shoot the thing. To actually know any of the plot, and I can't remember most of it now. Just gonna keep jumping around and dodging that. I think. But yeah, they're kind of like Ace Combat if you could turn into a fighter jet. By modern standards, they might be a bit clunky, but playability-wise, they were quite playable. I do recommend them and Robotech Battlecry on whatever platform you can get a hold of it on. For actual, well, yeah, that's the only real Western Macross game you're ever going to find, but if it even counts, I'd say it does, because it's only from the original Super Dimension Fortress Macross series, and then some of the stuff immediately after and thereabouts, as far as the Robotech canon is concerned, anyway. Yeah, there's a couple more of those, and then it's the real extra missions, which are going to be like survivals and a few others, and then these actual extra ones at the bottom that you got from passwords. And they are special. They are the ones where you're going to have to do like fighting all sorts of real nonsense. I don't know that this is really the best choice for here. So I am going to switch back to the VF-25. Yeah, do that. Oh, glad I checked, because I need to swap my pilot.
VIII メサイアアーマードパック装備を許可する。やれるはずだわ。友軍がそちらに向かったわ。協力して作戦に当たって。作戦開始。作戦行動中は周囲注意して。キリ隊を発見。
And our friend from Macross Plus is back. And I totally forgot about that. So this is going to be interesting. You can occasionally catch it. It is relatively fragile, but it is also fast enough that most of your stuff's just not going to hit. If you're using the VF-27 Brera Custom, you can actually catch it in melee. The Brera Custom is literally that fast. When it's using its super mode anyway. Where it just... Because in order to pilot it, Brera Stern, the guy who's piloting it, this is the Brera Custom. He's a cyborg. Like, make no, like, he literally cannot. You would not survive if he were not augmented. He would just straight up die. It would kill him to death, even with the frankly absurd levels of super science inherent in Macross's higher end technology, particularly by the time Frontier rolls around, where inertial dampening is becoming downright commonplace. Have we even touched it yet? I don't think so. Yes, it has been grazed and it is dead. All you have to do is, like, get a hand on it. I don't know what shot him down, but I got shot. I tell my ally to super that. I'm gonna keep tap firing at him. It has shields too, which is bad. Because it's a VF-22. I'm pretty sure this VF-22 model has shields. I don't remember the character names involved, unfortunately. He got hit. By me, I don't think. That's fine. I'll just have my ally keep doing all the work. I can't aim to save my life. There we go. One of us doesn't get him, the other will. And so, it is thusly done. And now we just have to kill a Macross. It's completely stationary, we're fine. I believe that these events are possibly concurrent with Macross Plus, but I would not bet my life on it. I hit some of it. That should do it. By far the easiest part, because it is just, it's stationary, it's not very strong. Just blow it up. The actual moving Macross class vessels are a whole nother can of worms, as we've already seen. They are a whole thing. Alright, and now we got that particular model of VF-22, which is strong. It's a VF-22. It's gonna be kinda good. They're pretty phenomenal. They're great at what they do, which is look cool and kick ass. I am not sure what this one is. Oh, if it's 20 minutes, this is an actual survival type mission, so I might actually go, because I think these require a certain degree of longevity, and I want to ensure that I am as successful as possible. Oh, I can actually use a Macross class vessel here. We are going to do that. As clunky and miserable as that is going to be, we are doing it. Where is... Do I not have the quarter? I do not have the quarter at all, do I? No, I do not. I can take the Battle 7 with me and feel good about myself, right? Right. Right? Right. We want our missiles to be able to hit things. Hittles. Not missiles. Melee is optional. We want accuracy. We want... whatever that is. I don't even know. Oh, wait, that isn't... Oh, no, that's... whatever. We'll be fine. Either this will work or it won't. Oh, yeah, and you can color customize these as well. I'm going to customize this one because it looks the most drab. Our partner. No. We're gonna double down. Oh, it might not let me because that's piloted by Max. Oh no. I can still have 2 Macross class vessels. That's not a big deal. I can still do it. Where are you? Did I go past it already? Is it gonna let me get away with it? No, it is not. Okay. We'll just make them be the other Macross. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. I won't cry. I'm not crying. It's also where we get the playable, I want it to be the, damn it. Sorting through these sucks, by the way. I think that's probably obvious. And half of it is rote memorization at this point. Okay, pilot, we're gonna make them, to make me the Battle 7, which is not going the wrong way. It's too late. It should be fine. Should be fine? Should be fine. Should be fine. So yeah, these are survival missions, and you have to kill everything. And this may not have been a great choice, in truth. But here we are. I could be a Macross class vessel shooting a lot of other things. We're gonna get away with it. We have a lot of missiles, as you may have noticed. Right now we're saving up. Do those actually home in? They kind of do. And yeah, while I'm like this, I can in fact do like air braking, which is hilarious. We're very fast, by the way. Again, you wouldn't know it, but we are moving quite quickly at the moment. Oh, bugger this for a lark. I'm using the wrong pilot. Oh no, that's him. Never mind. We're okay. This is fine. There's a long recovery animation. Fortunately, I'm invulnerable during most of it. The actual transformation, though, I believe you are not. You know what? You're gonna get the business. This was a mistake. Get the boots. I know I've commented about this before, but the actual Macross class vessels, particularly as of like Macross VII, are all they're collections of ships. They're fleets. They're miniature fleets. Even the original Macross, really, in many ways, is a fleet all its own. Since its arms are both different ships. The legs, I'm not sure if they count, but on the Macross VII that I'm playing as, they are certainly basically a fleet of 5 ships. The gun ship, the arm ship 1, arm ship 2, and the leg ships, I believe. My memory has not cursed me with its inadequacy again for the last time. Yeah, get Shrek'd, me. You should have been better when you were a youth. You should have learned how to fight a Macross class vessel that's trying to kill you to death. Where this becomes problematic is when they make me fight the Macross VII Valkyries that can sing me to death. They are a problem. A serious, serious problem. Because they will ignore my shields. I have them. It's that yellow bar beneath my HP bar in the lower left-hand corner. I think I actually grazed him. That's nice. Punch that man. Like that. I just want the one punch. It looks like 2 giants hugging, and it's kind of what it is, except I'm trying to fight another guy. I'm not sure if I have a dataless attack equivalent for my charged melee. I just went way over here, though. That's the wrong way. I'm gonna stop shooting that because it's just not. It's just gonna miss. Well, if you needed melee stats, here we are. You know what? I'm gonna tell them to use a super. I believe I also have an anti-missile system, but it's my shields. His big old shield. It will not hurt things either, but it'll just make me kind of hard to kill. Is my ally, I think they already tried to hit them with the business. I can see them in the distance there. I'm gonna keep doing my full melee combo. Accuracy be damned. They are not transforming to do a super, are they? There you go. Do it. Belly flop. I didn't want that. Take this, Isamu, you hot-headed fool. That's definitely enough out of you. This is pretty painful. Okay, we're through plus. Oh wait, no, we still have to fight Gold. Half the, more than half, like 3/4 of the lasers I'm shooting out just go wherever. But the rest are in fact tracking that YF-21. Melee tracks him very handily, though. I should bump up my melee damage. Kisama this, dude. You're the real Kisama, Tachi. Baka. Oh, here we go. You're not shooting them. You're shooting whatever. Oh, I love that uppercut. Just thwack him with the gun. Oh, here we go. Problems. I can't target them too well. Okay, we're good. We got the songs off. Just hit him with the business, please. Thank you. Thanks. Oh, that's the wrong weapon. Oops. Get blasted. Where's the other one? Dead. Betty's get the boo 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 boots. Please, 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 please. There we go. He's between my toes. Get him off. Ugh. It's a mosquito. It's trying to bite me with the power of song. I won't have it. Get on. You dead. As you can see, fighting against these things is terrifying. Because they're just gargantuan, and they don't mess around much. They're just very slow, but incredibly fast. Like, when I'm doing those melee attacks, I'm moving towards them at a, like, I don't know, Mach 2 the entire time. So imagine you're in, like, an F-14 Tomcat, and you're like, oh shit, here's a giant spaceship thing trying to kill me to death. And it's not playing games. It's not like, oh, I'm just going to blink away at you with super technology that makes you evaporate. No, no, no. It's going to actually punch you to death. And you're like, oh, fuck. Not only is it going to do that, it's going to do it with speed. It's going to do... It's scary. It's really quite frightening. You know what? These guys need to learn about the power of song. Thank you for frying that individual. I do. There we go. Oops. There we go. I'm about to kill myself. See? Oh no, that was my wife. Oh, that's bad. Oh, I don't want to super move. No. Grapple, please. Punch. Kick. Oh, those are my shields going down. No. There we go. That's right. I need to actually hit them though. Oops. Well, we'll try that again. Yeah, those giant clusters of missiles are not in fact connecting much. They're big, and those are small targets. It's much more satisfying to actually fight the Macross class vessels. So yeah, we're like a couple kilometers long. Tall, long. Many explosions. I'm pleased I haven't been getting massive lag, and I think I did solve that particular problem. Some tweaks I needed to do. Because now he's gonna fly away. Not fast enough, though. Do it. Fry them. Get back here, you alien individual who wasn't absolutely terrible, but like kind of insufferable most of the time that he was around. I can't aim down far enough. That's irritating.
敵を撃破してください。
これで最後だ。
くらえ必殺。
レーダーに反応あり。敵の消えで
Alright,
す。
most of the way done, but we do not have much time to spare. That is not ideal.
こちらから行くぞ。
ボタン間違えた。まあ、結果オーライってことで。
Oh, stealth this. Oh. Well. So the disadvantage of using these battle class mechs is, they're huge. You better run, jerk.
格闘戦に行こう。前に出るんだ。
There we go.
任せなさい。
こちらから行くぞ。
ボタン間違えた。まあ、結果オーライってことで。
何なんだ。これ以上の抵抗は無駄だぞ。いい加減にしろ。このままやらせてもらう。
Ugh,
残り時間
you bum.
あと3分。
Please shoot them?
今だ。撃て。
くらえ必殺。
There we
とこ
go.
ろで俺は
I think we still have the rest of the Frontier squad to kill?
遅いぞ。標的を捕捉したな。モニ
Yes,
ターから
we
目を
do.
離すな。悪いな。
みんなラッキー。ボタン間違えた。まあ、結果オーライってことで。
I can't even see where they are. Get on.
その程度の腕ではな
Ah, sugar.
こんなのかすり傷だ。このままやらせてもらう。
You would, wouldn't you? Oh my gosh, he's not dying. There we go.
心配しすぎたか。伊達に天才と言われてはいない。
残り時間あと1分。
まだ戦える。これ以上の抵抗は無駄だぞ。だがまだ。このままやらせてもらう。
残り時間あと30秒。
There we go. As to whether that's enough, it's not.
残り時間あと10秒
Yeah, so we're gonna have to do all that over again. I'm not happy about it.
作戦時間終了
Spin to win? So yeah, we're gonna do that with our good friends, the song machines.
作戦失敗な
Yeah, still just an E ranking, but that's okay. We'll do it with the songsters and basically just win. That's not where I want to be. There we go. And my partner can be... I have absolutely no idea. In fact, they could even stay that for all I care. They're basically a distraction. That would actually get in my way, so I'm not going to do that. I want them to be something that'll be reasonably supportive. Should I need something to shoot death rays in a hurry, so we'll make them that. That should be fine. Traditional arms mixed with musical arms. That should be fine. Right? Right? Right. Right. Rightio. Cheerio, pip pip.
ファイヤーバルキリーサウンドブースター装
Bang
備を許可
this
す
out.
る
I'm probably gonna have to call it at that point because I am way over time budget at this point.
作戦開始よいいわね
Actually, I'm gonna do this in first person
エリアに侵入迎撃せよ
for the kicks. Okay, so that's why I shouldn't do that. That's fine. I believe there's an equivalent one of these for villains, and it is somewhat less dangerous. Or at least non-Valkyries. It's less dangerous right up until you have to deal with stuff like the Ghost X9 and the Macross class vest. That's bad. Come on. Come back to me. It did this before, and I don't know what's causing it. No. No, no, no. Nope, nope. Don't die. One sec. And that might be all she wrote. Let's see if it comes back in a minute. If it doesn't, I'm probably going to have to call it, because sound is like the entire reason we do this. Actually, we're going to be done this pretty shortly. Yep, sound still is boogered. Whatever, we'll finish this mission and call it. So yeah, for these you basically need a nearly fully upgraded mech in order to even hope to compete. Right now I'm just like double tapping or doing boosting to the side. My computer's getting old anyway, so it's probably just a relic of that at this point. It's just finally biting the dust. I suspect it's something to do with my USB controller, but I can't be sure. Because the tweaks I've done to fix that have not done anything. There we go. Now for the Frontier Gang. Did I thought I got him. There we go. I just have to stay close-ish. Actually, I'm gonna, get off a actual re-upping of the sound. Because right now I can't turn into a fighter jet. I would if I could, because that makes it a lot easier to just fly around and do what needs to be done. Mostly dodge everything, but I can't do that here. Doing it in first-person mode for the hell of it. Which is maybe not the best decision in the world, but hey, here we are. It is some mighty screen shake for sure. So what we don't want is for Barrera here to do his super mode, because I will not be able to catch up with him to sing the ways of my people to him. Okay, I think we're good. Now I just have to get the regular one. Should be a bit easier. There we go. We're good. I don't remember what we do from here. I guess more Frontier Gang. Good for them, I guess. There we go. We're good. And we're done. Okay. With that, I'm going to have to end it because we have no audio for some reason. Except for my voice. My voice is coming through, which is nice, but for some reason my sound just ended. So that's fine. Should be an S rank. That is a double S rank. We are just that good. And that opens up more extra missions, and we get the VF9, which is quite a ways along the tech tree. I believe it is a precursor to the VF22. Certainly it looks like it. Get into that particular zone of technology here. It should be in the extras, right? Yeah, here we go. You can see that it looks kind of similar, and part of that is because I believe at that point in time, certainly the VF22 does, but I believe the VF4 is using some. It's not exactly Zentradi built, but it uses a lot more of their design specs, like for the. Actually, it wouldn't really be the Zentradi; it would be Miltrandi, I guess. For things like the Quaidlin Rao and the No Jetolger, and a few of the others that are available. Sorry, my throat's quite dry at the moment. So yeah, for that is going to have to do it for today. We'll wrap the rest of it up next week, and I'll figure out something for, because that's only going to take like an hour tops, and I'll figure out something for the subsequent remaining hour for next week, and I'll figure that out. But yeah, for anyone who, hopefully people are enjoying this. Certainly I am. This is a game I put a ton of time into back on the PSP ages ago, Macross Ultimate Frontier. It's a favorite of mine. Um, but I do this every week on Mecha Mondays, where I do something giant robot related or mecha adjacent. Power armor counts, damn it. Playable robots also, damn it, count. I also do a Warframe Wednesdays stream and where I do Warframe for a bit, and then a free read Fridays stream where I read short stories and indeed entire novels aloud. This Friday comes the rousing climactic conclusion to The Freeze Frame Revolution by Peter Watts, a novella that he released not too long ago, a couple of years ago. And I recommend checking that out. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, and have a great week. See y'all next time. Bye now.